Welcome back to Rayman Revolution. What is that banana sticking out there? This is part 10. Oh, I wonder who that could be. It is Clark. What the fuck are you doing here? Well, probably a story reason.
Follow me and I'll open a path to the next mask for you. But watch out! I've heard the pirates are preparing an attack.
Okay, so this is that one part of the game that I had been alluding to for quite some time. You know what this is? This is that weird vertical shoot 'em up section where you shoot the pirates while they're shooting at you. And it's okay, nice little Space Invaders homage, I guess. You can also jump in these, which I had no idea for the longest time. So I would just keep getting hit. Turns out you can jump to avoid stuff, and well, admittedly, it's still kind of a pain in the ass. And it's like the only part of the game where it genuinely becomes quite challenging. And it's so boring to watch. Like, I might genuinely just cut to when I'm done with this at some point, because there's nothing to talk about. I mean, this is clearly just like a last minute. They implemented it into the campaign itself, so I guess they might have kept that in mind. I don't know. It's such a strange thing to have the game sort of rearranged, like in its order. Well, no, not the order necessarily, although I do swear that some parts of the game have been changed around in terms of when you do them. But here it's like, look at this. This is like a brand new section, and it's not interesting in the slightest. It's not very fun. It's just kind of, okay, shoot the pirates now. This is where the rate of fire upgrade would have come in handy, but I genuinely have not been keeping track of how many lums I really have to spend. So, because I'm pretty sure that's just your global counter, but it doesn't actually, it's like how many you've collected, but not how many you have to spend. So, I've just kind of given up on that. Fortunately, the health pickups don't go away instantly. They kind of stay, so you can ration them out. So I can just I can avoid that one until I need it. That's a little bit of strategy as well in what is otherwise, well, complete throwaway content. Like, look at this shit. Like, you know, I'm not gonna fucking bore you with this, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna cut to when this is done. Yay! Rayman, we're almost done with this shit. Jesus, look, that took like almost 10 minutes. I just set up a macro so I could just hold spacebar down. Oh my god, so I don't have to bother like look at the Z fighting on those walls. Nice, and now we got a loading screen, I imagine. So what? I don't understand why they put that there. The crazy thing is that probably took at least like a day or so of development. That's not very hard to make, right? Maybe they wanted to have it as a bonus game. That probably is a bonus game. And then they felt that, shit, we gotta tutorialize this. You know what Sonic Adventure... Actually, this is before Sonic Adventure 2. But that's what that game did. It had this kart racing minigame that is tutorialized before you unlock... Where are we going? Ooh, what is this area? What? I've never... Okay, hold on.
Use the analog stick to scroll through the list.
Oh, it's another freaking shop. I thought it was some special secret. No, it's just a shop. Okay, well, I have 200 for it. Damn, bro, I got a lot of money. Let's use it to... Yeah, well, actually, you know what? Maybe the accumulation would be more powerful... It would be more useful overall. Think about it. Because enemies have invincibility frames. Which means that it doesn't really matter that much how fast you can shoot. So, but if you can do more damage once per frame, that's actually better. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that. And anything else I can buy? Rebound's too expensive. Well, fuck it. Why not? Just for shits and giggles, the climb ladder's faster upgrade. Let's go ahead and do that. And now we have a slightly better Rayman. The concept of upgrading Rayman is kind of a weird one, but I mean, every fucking game does it. Ooh, what is this? Burnout free? Pop. There you go. That's a really good looking skybox, though, admittedly. It's very minimal, but it's really nice looking. I don't know. Alright, so I think we now have to go over here and they're going to tell us about a balloon. and that balloon will take us to wherever we have to go, right?
Good! You're getting closer to the third mask. I'll explain how to find it. First, go inside the factory by deactivating both its generators. Then, you must find the entrance to the lava sanctuary. The mask is hidden inside. There's a balloon, which will take you to the first generator.
Yes, I did see the balloon. Actually, no, I didn't. But it's over there. How do I know? Because I've played this before, obviously. Routines and rewards. What's going to change? That's from Gran Turismo 3. I wonder how that band feels. That their most popular song is not even that popular, but people only know it because of Gran Turismo 3. You know, that one was like, I want it, I need it, just one more to satisfy. It's actually really cool. Like, it's technically a new metal song, except I'm not gonna go there, except it's really progressive. The bass groove is just fucking crazy. It doesn't have the new metal sound necessarily. That's not the right way. I think we have to keep moving this way, and we'll eventually get to the balloon, if I remember correctly. Oh, shit. Wait, no. User accumulation. Go, charge it. Come on. Ha. Oh my god, that's actually a huge explosion. That's really cool. No. Fuck it. Good enough. That's not where we have to go, though. As you can see, it says the Echoing Caves. I need to go find the balloon. There's a balloon. There it is. Okay, let's go ahead and find it. I think it should be somewhere over onto this area. I'm not actually sure. There was a sign that said something, but I didn't actually read it. Although I'm pretty sure this is the area. Pirate Mines. Oh, no, it's not. I might have to go back for a bit, but I want to collect all the lumps here so I can die. Where am I going to respawn now? Let's see. Where is this going to take me? Let's go backwards for a little bit just to make sure we're not being a dumbass. Let's go over all the way back to the sign. Right? Because that's how platforming works. Oh my god. Okay. This is very precarious. Oh no. That's not it. I'm a moron. It's over here. This must be the path with the balloon, right? The hot air balloon. Yes. Alright. Let's go on to the balloon. We can get on it. It's not really so much a balloon, it's more of like a floating pirate ship, but you'll see what I mean. Actually, no, I think it is. And then you have a floating pirate ship, which you then use to... See, this is one of those weird, like, hub world areas that's also kind of a level. That's what I was talking about. This game just has this strange lack of separation between the two environments, which I kind of like. It makes it feel more cohesive as an overall experience. There's the balloon. Let's go ahead and grab it. And then, I don't know, progress, I guess. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. We're going to meet global... Oh, fuck off, guys. I'm just going to... No, screw you. Screw you. I'm just going to keep moving forward. There you go. I don't need to... Yeah, I don't need to deal with them. There you go. Bye, fuckers. But that's actually really funny in context. Just imagine, like, your job is to take out this dude who just runs away, jumps in a balloon. To be fair, I guess that's no different from, like, in every movie everywhere. It's like the character runs away from the guys and gets into a car and somehow is able to drive away, like, super quickly.
Meanwhile, the pirate prison ship, slaves now on board, 33,524.
What is it?
Your Majesty, he already had the arrest.
You idiotic fool! Go get him and bring him back to me, dead or alive.
Obligatory. Do people actually play those games for the fighting mechanics, or is there some other element at play that sells the game? You know, actually, I think they are real fighting games as well. They're not just... oh my god. Okay. They're not just interactive prawn. They are genuinely games as well, from what I can tell, with actually some pretty cool... mechanics. Imagine being like the guy on the development team who's responsible for designing and animating and everything the male characters of the series. Because, like, no one fucking cares about them, you know what I mean? It's because, like, yeah, I played Dead or Alive as one of them, as one of the guys. Well, actually, maybe he could have... I've never played a Dead or Alive game in my life, but maybe he does have, I don't know, some moveset that works really well for someone. Who knows? I've never really understood the concept of maining someone, because it's like, why don't you just play as everyone, get more content out of the game? But to be fair, when you're dealing with a game with a bunch of characters, it's like, you just gotta pick your favorite one. It's kind of like with racing games, where it's like, yeah, I get that. It's like, I'm never going to drive every car in Gran Turismo whatever. Actually, I'm probably never going to play Gran Turismo whatever because I don't like those games that much. But, you know, I don't care how many cars the game has. I just care about what you can do with them and how, like, the ones that I really like being there. Or if the car is chosen aid to the particular style and presentation of the game, you know? So, for example, I never really got why Blur, I think, what's his name, Atomic Purple, please upload another video, but he made a really good point regarding the track selection in Blur. Because that game has like this really clean, you know, 2010s neon aesthetic, and yet one of the first tracks you race on is like this grungy sort of airfield with pickup trucks as well, and it's like, that doesn't fit the aesthetic at all. Most of the game is spent in these really nice looking city areas, so it's really weird that it comes out of nowhere, right? I do love how it can transform the atmosphere. Have you ever played Cars International, the supposedly inferior sequel, according to the internet, to the original, which in some ways I kind of get it. In other ways, I'm super nostalgic for it, so I can't really look at it critically. Yeah, have you ever played that and notice how the atmosphere totally changes when you go into like the area that's locked at nighttime? I'm not sure what it's called, but it's the second area you unlock in the game. Not the mountainy region, but the other one, the more desert-like region. I always love one of the tracks where you're just driving through these giant sand dunes, and it's just... Oh, and at one point, McQueen has freaking night vision goggles on, and it changes the way you see, and you can actually see them on his model, too, which is a really nice touch. It's like... Fuck, what's up with this? Like, why do the Cars games, which are based on, from what I've gathered, the worst movie series, one of the worst movies Pixar has done, apparently, although Cars 3 is apparently okay, what's up with them being to be fair, actually I know why they're best, because it's not very hard to make a pretty good racing game. Also, they were made by Rainbow Studios, I think. And Rainbow Studios they kind of know their shit when it comes to racing games. They don't do a lot of conventional racing games, if that makes sense, like racing games with like regular old cars. Not that the Cars games are like that, they're very arcadey, but they're more, those guys are more known for their ATV games and stuff, and motocross, MX versus, you know, the ones with Nickelback on the soundtrack, because of course you got to do that, it's 2004, but still, it's so crazy to think that like my idea of what Chad looks like in my head is what he actually looked like 20-something years ago. It's fun how people change because age exists. Oh boy, that's not fun. Anyway, oh fuck you. Fortunately, we actually don't lose our altitude quite as quickly as it seems, and the magnetism, I swear, on these particular lumps is significantly higher than it normally is in the game, because I haven't missed a single one. Like I didn't miss a single one on my first playthrough, and I'm not gonna miss a single one now as well. Also, look at the MIP mapping. It's almost non-existent. Like, a lot of PS2 games would have MIP mapping quite severely because, well, obviously, both to cut down on resource usage and to prevent things from looking too shimmery, because obviously at a lower resolution, you don't want to present too high resolution of assets. I think in the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 making of video, they spent like a whole segment talking about the MIP mapping system, and it's like, yeah, I imagine that would be quite a problem, you know, back then, because nowadays you play at a high resolution, you want to get all the high-res textures. You know, it's strange, it's crazy to me to think that, like, newer games will literally have textures for a small object in the level that are the same resolution as my entire monitor. You know, like, apparently they're 2K, which I assume means that they're, like, 2560 by 2560, and it's just like, what the fuck? That's the kind of texture size I would expect for a mountain or something, but no, apparently they have like 16, well, I'm talking about id Software stuff, right? Oh, come on, why'd you have to fall off, you fuck? But the idea is that, like, just textures that big, like, yeah, they're mega textures, something like that. I mean, I'm talking about really old technology at this point, like 2011. I wonder what what exactly they're doing with Doom, you know, the newer Dooms, and from a technical standpoint, obviously they're running on id 6, I think, or maybe even id 7. I don't know. They should just get Night Dive to do everything. Apparently Night Dive are just like the fucking Wunder King of first-person shooters, because he just came out of nowhere, right? Busted out a couple absolutely banger remasters, and now they're just the de facto, like, we just do every shooter ever, at least every shooter that's actually good. You know? It's just crazy. I kind of want to look into their story, like their history, to see like maybe they started out trying to make original games and it didn't work out. Then they got contracted to make the remaster, and then it turned out really good. I don't know. We'll see. I would have to look into that because it is interesting how they just kind of just came out of nowhere, and all of a sudden, well, not all of a sudden, it took almost 10 years, but still, it's like you go from freaking remastering Turok, which yeah, it was a big series of its time, but not so much anymore, and then like, hey, I'm John Carmack. You want to? I know he doesn't work at it anymore, but like, I'm John Carmack. You want to like remake one of our most acclaimed games ever? Yeah, sure. I guess that'd be cool. I mean, I imagine it wasn't too much work on their part because you just poured it to the... I don't know anything about porting to different engines. I barely even know how to work with the engine I'm using. So, I guess it's going to lock on me, right? It's going to fucking close. Oh, it didn't close on me. Okay, then we're going to keep moving through the level. In that case, is this the bit where I... Because there's a... No. There's plenty more of the game left before I get to the section that I... it's fun. I find it interesting how I'm only 3 hours in according to this, and I'm very close to a bit that I was at like 6 hours in, I guess because I'm now playing through the game faster, not bothering with as much stuff. I'm just kind of going through, you know. Oh, look at the blending mode on that. Oh, shit. Wait, can you grab onto that? What is this shit? Fucking Pac-Man World 2. I've never played Pac-Man World 2. Ooh, they reset the platforms. It's very nice of them. I've never played any of the Pac-Man World games, actually. I should play Pac-Man World 1. It looks really charming. Like, kind of... It doesn't look amazingly well done. It looks polished enough in terms of the visuals, of course, but the gameplay is kind of clunky looking, but I like that at the same time. Oh, I need to get that. Actually, no, I don't need to get that. I already... What, is there anything in here anyway? There was probably a lum there that I just collected, and I'm too stupid to remember it. Anyway, yes, I know. Oh, what the fuck? Collision detection. There you go. Again, this game is this weird penchant for suddenly putting you on a crash course with just a bunch of... Just a mechanic out of nowhere. Okay, I'm flying now. It's not out of nowhere. I think the game... Wait a second. Come to think of it, there was a section similar to this that was supposed to occur earlier in the game, and I even commented on that. I was like, wait, aren't those torches supposed to be lit? But they weren't. That's interesting, so maybe I was supposed to come back at some point. What am I supposed to do now? Am I expected to... What am I supposed to do? Obviously, I can't break through this door. Can I just walk through it? No. Okay. Oh, I see. Dum, bum, 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 bum. I don't know if I got that right, but it doesn't matter. Point is, I love these textures, too. I want to steal them. No, I'm not going to do that. I try and find a balance between, like, well, obviously, if I were to actually go through with this Forsaken thing that I want to do, I will genuinely just rip the textures. The Forsaken EX fan-made port of the game... Even though I would still recommend the official remaster over it, it's still a very well done port. I've actually made an archive of it just in case something happens with GitHub. I don't know. But I did, you know, leave a link and everything and like in the description to let you know, like, this is the guy who actually made it. Just for archival purposes. But even though I still recommend the official one by Night Dive, obviously, the fan-made one has all of the textures just out there, you know? They're just there, available for you to look at and edit. You can just modify them if you want. And so, you know, I'm going to be helping myself to the texture work directly from the game just like that. Because otherwise I would have to either take weird screenshots and cut them out. I mean, I could do that. And I'm going to have to do that for certain things, actually. Or I would have to... Ooh, skims. That's really cool. Fuck, that's not so cool. Or I would have to try and make them myself from reference images, and it's not like the game has the most inspired and detailed of texture work. It's mostly just late 90s gritty metal textures. Like, because the thing is, for some reason in my head, Forsaken has like this very organic look, but when you actually play the game and you look at it, no, the game has a primarily industrial look. The only even semi-organic looking levels are the ones set in temples. Oh, you frickin' doodle, fuck. But that's true, like, the majority of the levels are just set in, like, these places plated in metal. Just covered in metal. There's nothing organic about them. So I don't know why I envision the 2D version of the game being this way when it would not make sense. It would look nice, but it wouldn't make sense for it to be like that. It would make more sense to just have the exact same kind of environments, because that's how it was in the actual game, right? Anyway, what the hell am I doing here? I don't know, but I'm just kind of moving through. Grab the thing. Go. Oh, shit. Okay, we're going here now. There you go. That was easy. And now, let's try and collect as many of these things here as I can. In fact, there might be some... Oh. Ah. I see. I've played this game before, you know? You gotta... There's a frickin' teensy you gotta save, right? He's gonna do a little dance, and then when you've saved him, he's gonna go over to that area. Yeah, okay. Here's what you do for this section. There's this fucking ninja asshole who's gonna keep attacking you. What you actually want to be doing is this. Kamehame. The fuck? That does like no damage. And the ninja asshole is just gonna keep fucking... Okay, actually you're better off just rapid firing like this. Run away. No, he's just gonna hit you every time. Again, they've I'm not sure if this is the original either. Oh, fuck. That was not supposed to happen. And now I'm guaranteed to die because I can't avoid these projectiles. He doesn't go away until you've hit him. I don't think, at least. You hit him, shoot some more. Please, Teensy, save me. I'm dying over here. Gordon, no, you fucking Freeman. God, why do you have to be a silent protagonist in this first-person shooter with a bunch of people who still speak and we're all the way back here? Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, I just realized. Hold on, we can do this, right? Come on. I can see it. It's right there. And the fucking game now expects me to do all that shit all over again. Well, I'm not going to make you sit through that. Let's do a little cut. You know, kudos for actually trying to make the game difficult, I guess. But, TNC, what are you going to do now? Oh, I love their little walking animation. It's a walking animation, therefore I must comment on it as if it is something to... I don't know, to convey some kind of expression. I don't know. I actually do find simple little walk cycles to be oddly satisfying to watch. Maybe that's just... It's not just me. Everyone finds satisfying walk cycles fun to watch. That's why we bitched so much about Mega Man 11, didn't we? Really, what was up with that? The thing is, it's true. The walk cycle in that game is kind of shit. And we act like it doesn't actually matter that much, but it really does matter, if you think about it, because it's like what you're going to be doing 90% of the game, just walking. So it kind of makes a difference. The character has to feel good. The game is still great. Don't get me wrong. It's a really good game, and I really enjoyed playing it several times, but man, that walk cycle really does, like, kind of, it just needs a bit of a spring to it, you know what I mean? I guess it's not as bad as the Mega Man 8 one, but the Mega Man 8 one was, like, really fluid and cool. I don't know. What are you guys gonna do now?
Well done, Rayman. One more generator, and the factory will open. The pirates have imprisoned the baby glow boxes in the mines. Go and free them.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure if this is how the plot went in the original, but having just Rayman go and save everyone every 2 seconds just gets really fucking annoying. Like, the writers just couldn't come up with any better reason to have him do the things that he's doing. I think we're gonna be wrapping up this episode anyway. I'm pretty sure that when I cut, it was around like the 18 or so minute mark, and it's been about 2 minutes now. So math says the pirates have done that thing. Okay, let's go ahead and get to the mines, and then we'll call it a day. So where do we... Look at that god ray, though. That's really nice looking, I think. Well, I think it does look nice, actually, even though it's not real time. It doesn't matter. What matters is the effect. The echoing mines? No. We're not going here. Come on, camera. Jesus Christ. Smile for the cameras. Your mouth full of pearls. Oh, man, I just made everyone who played The Sims... well, actually, no. Because even though that song was in The Sims 2, I think, well, obviously, it would have been in Simlish, so you would not have gotten the lyrical reference. Although the melody is still the same. Not sure if I sung it all that accurately, but yeah, those guys were insane. What were they called? Emmanuel? They were in Tony Hawk, you know. It's really cool how, like, for Tony Hawk, American Wasteland, they actually got, like, all these bands to do covers of the songs, you know. Instead of, basically, they got a bunch of current-day punk rock and kind of emo bands and stuff like that to do, I know it's not really a thing, emo, but still, to cover a bunch of old-school punk songs, right? And I think that's really cool. Roots, you know what I mean? Kind of. Hearing My Chemical Romance do something like that was, like, really fucking crazy. What did they cover? Did they cover Misfits, I think? Yeah, because they're... I think Gerard Way is a pretty big fan of the Misfits. Of course, Gerard was too cool at that time to show up at the interview. Oh, for fuck's sake, they only got Ray. It's really fun, like, seeing the band members just kind of, like, randomly showing up, like, okay. You know, we're here because we have to be. I imagine they were just, like, on tour, Warped or some shit, and the guys from Tony Hawk just like, oh my god, look, it's Ray Toro. Let's go, because they're working on, because they probably convinced the guys to, they paid them probably, to do the covers beforehand, and then they just happened to, oh, now we could do the glow box thing, right?
Rayman, to neutralize the lasers, you need to know how to... Only Glowbox and his children can give you this power.
I've never heard that bit of dialogue before, which means that, well, crap, what do I do then? Think about it, because I don't know what it means. Oh, in the mines. Where? Which fucking mines? Are we not in the mines? I guess that doesn't count as the mines, so we gotta go to some other mines to have our pickaxes swinging from side to side. Right? Ah, shit. Maybe it's this way. No, that doesn't make sense. Well, actually, that would kind of make sense to have to go somewhere else. No, I'm dead now. I love how you can die in the hub world. And now we're back here. Oh my god, okay, I'm gonna fucking cut this. So, that was Rayman Revolution Part 10? Part 10. Part 10. This was Part 10. Rayman Revolution for the PlayStation 2, yes. Okay, I'm gonna see you guys in Part 11 of Rayman Revolution.